Hey guys, my name's Tiago and welcome to my very first video. I'm super pumped to get started on this journey with you guys, so stick around as we're going to be talking about my top 5 budget accessories that I just can't live without. Number 1 is a grey card. Now this one here has 3 different colours. You've got the white, the grey, which is one I'm talking about, and also the black. But really, primarily what you use is the grey card, so just the middle one, you just pull it out like that and just set it up like this. Now what a grey card does is it sets your white balance up for you, because judging on your lighting conditions, whether you're using LEDs, whether you're using, you know, daylight, pretty much any type of lighting situation, it's going to be different every single time in terms of your white balance. So one of these grey cards basically gets your white balance set for that particular shade of grey, depending on your light situation. So it makes basically your colors more accurate, more true to life. So definitely one of these. I mean, this cost me about maybe £5. I don't know what that is in dollars, $3, $4, absolutely nothing. Comes a little strap as well, so that's pretty cool. You can put it around your neck so you don't lose it. So you don't lose it. In at number 2 is a hard case for your SD cards. Now they are the most precious thing, apart from your lenses, I suppose, and your camera and all the other gear. So apart from everything else that's in your camera bag, your SD cards matter. So if you just have them lying around just all loose, just running around in your bag, if you're jumping up and down, chucking your bag here and there, you know, your cards is going to get broke, they're going to get corrupt. This is going to be nightmare. If you get a client and they ask you to do like video shoot for them, or you know, take some photos for them, and all of your cards are bust, you might as well just go home. No more, now that you got one of these cases that will keep your cards all nice and protected in there. Now the good thing about this case is the fact that it's actually weather sealed as well, so if you close it and tighten it that way, then there's no water or anything could go in there. So kind of forgot to speak English there for a sec. Not only that, they're not really that expensive either. I think this cost me about maybe £15, maybe that, maybe even less, to be honest. I can't remember, I've had it for quite a while. But, you know, anything that I'm talking about, the link will be down below if you want to go and check it out. So I'll be putting links down below, check it out. Now number 3 is a reflector. Now when I'm talking about reflectors, you know, it's kind of like people are like, oh well, I'm not going to be carrying that around. But to be fair, like, they fold up really, really small. I'll show you what it is. One of these things. I mean, look, just by holding it up here, I mean, I haven't got actually anything to hold it up. I was supposed to set it up here, like a rim light back here, and kind of like just some mood light over there. Just from this key light here, using this reflector here, it kind of like, it just brings up all of the light. Yeah, so obviously I just got that kind of like led down there for the time being, so it looks a bit more moody, I suppose. But these reflectors are super cheap, and the good thing is that you got silver on one side, you got black on the other side. So if you want to try and block out some light, if you really want to concentrate that light in, the zip inside that reveals, ta-da! So if it's super sunny outside, what this is, I don't know if you can see through it there, but if it's super sunny outside, you can actually filter some of the light from the sun, so it gives it more of a softer light. But also on the inside, it's reversible. So you've got silver on one side, and then on the inside you've got gold and white. Now the reason why you've got gold and white, gold is obviously going to give off a bit more of a warmer tone as opposed to the silver. I prefer using the silver just because I use artificial lights. You know, in different situations you'll find that you can, if you play around with it, maybe the gold will suit you better. Definitely like the fact that there is, you know, a diffuser in there as well, so you can diffuse some of the light from the sun. But absolutely a must, and like I said, it folds down super easy. You just twist, and then that goes into a handy little package that comes with it. Super simple, put it in your backpack, away you go. Number 4 is a bit of a boring one, but they are so cheap, and I can't tell you how much you really need one of these, especially if you're doing outdoor shoots, if you're in quite a dusty or dirty area. You know, I say dirty, but you know what I mean is, like, say if you're out in the desert somewhere, if you ever find yourself just, you know, waking up in the desert and you're surrounded by sand, you're gonna need this. And that is of course a cleaning kit. Now like I said, I know it's really boring, it's really boring, but if you have a look inside, there's just so much that comes with this particular kit. I mean, I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet. It's just because I've got another one already. But that obviously is in there. You've got all these other bits and pieces, the pens to actually clean the sensor, to clean the lenses, and you've got, you know, cotton buds, etc. It's jam packed full of stuff, and it's a pretty cool little case as well. I think, you know, I mean, if you didn't want to have all your cleaning stuff in this case, you could use this case to store other bits and pieces. Yeah, so this probably cost me around about £15 as well. So important. I didn't actually realise that my lenses were as dirty as they were. I went to Portugal recently, taking some photos out there. I noticed that there was a bit of grain. I thought it was grain anyway, until I took my lens off and looked inside the sensor, and I hadn't actually cleaned my sensor since I bought the camera. So yeah, as soon as I cleaned the sensor, then it was brand new again. Absolutely recommend getting a cleaning kit. You won't regret it. Keep your camera clean, guys. Last but not least is a bit cheating, because it's not really that budget if you think about it. There are other budget options out there, but the reason why I'm putting this in here is because of one reason and one reason only. Now, I had a budget version of this. It just didn't hold. It didn't hold as well as I thought it would. It was fine at the start when it was brand new and it was really stiff and it was holding on to my camera, it was holding on to my phone. But then after a while it got loose. I actually luckily had my phone on there, not my camera, because my camera at the time wasn't insured. My phone was. Dropped my phone, broke my phone. So if I were you, I would definitely get one of these. Now this is a Joby gorillapod. They cost about £75 to £80, so it's not necessarily quite budget friendly. However, this is the bigger one. I would recommend getting one of these just because they're so versatile. Now you probably see tons and tons of videos of all these other YouTubers, photographers, videographers saying, you know, my top 5 stuff, and they always include one of these. Now there's a reason for that, because it is so versatile, because it is so good. Now every time I go out with my camera, I'll always have this in my bag, or on my bag, on the side of the strap, because you can literally just mold it, put it anywhere, and then it'll just stay there, get the right shot, done. What was that noise? Oh mate. Apart from having you know, an actual tripod, my camera's on a tripod at the moment, but it's a bit big, it's a bit clunky, so sometimes you just don't want to be carrying something huge that weighs a bit more. Something like this can serve a lot of purpose, especially if you're vlogging as well. I don't vlog yet, but you know, that could be something that I might be yeah. For vloggers, you know, they all swear by it, or the people that I've seen that use it love it. So yeah, you just kind of like twist it, put your camera on there, and then away you go. But yeah, no, absolutely, really should. Absolutely, really should get one of these. Fantastic English there. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As most of you are probably going to see, I'm not going to have very many subscribers at this point. First video is my first one. Like I said before, I'll be putting all of this stuff in the description box below, so if you are interested in having a look at it, click on the link so you can find out a bit more about it. And if you want to purchase it, just go ahead and use those links below. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.